Let's turn to Adamawa State, where Governor Fintiri says residents must safeguard the state's infrastructure to sustain government policies and projects. The governor was speaking at an interaction held at the banquet hall of the government house in Yola. Senior reporter Owolabi Adenusi filed in this report.
This political interaction taking place here has participants across the 21 local government areas of Adamawa State. The social political interaction was orchestrated by Victor Dogo, the Principal Special Assistant to Governor Fintiri on social mobilization. The governor, who was represented by his deputy at the event, commended the organizer for the initiative to celebrate the name of the man who she believed changed the name of Adamawa State.
The changes we have seen, the policies from the brief we have seen on the screen today, the educational sphere has been changed. That there is no local person in Adamawa State whose son or daughter has not benefited from the payment of WAEC and NECO. And education is the foundation for every development. And we're here to celebrate the governor who knows that education should be given to the child of the poor and the child of the rich together.
The organizer in his remarks says Governor Fintiri would continue to live up to his reputation as a leader through his laudable projects. He also appreciates President Tinubu-led government for recognizing and supporting the efforts of Governor Fintiri.
We all know, of course, that Adamawa State has come from a state of underdevelopment to becoming that center of economic activities.
Many speakers shared their thoughts on Governor Fintiri's giant strides in areas of security, infrastructure, education, health, among others.
In terms of infrastructure, in terms of security, in terms of advancement in education, in terms of employment, in terms of every other indices of development. We have said it before, we will continue to say it, that Adamawa State is moving fast. Adamawa State is today being developed simply because of discipline in government.
The participants reaffirmed their dedication and support in advancing the legacy of Governor Umaru Fintiri through collective efforts and unwavering commitment to his policies and leadership.
A bit of health now. Governor of Taraba State, Agbo Kefa, says the UNICEF Gavi Health Support Program has saved thousands of vulnerable children in the state through the use of vaccines. The governor spoke in Yola during a one-day retreat organized by UNICEF in partnership with the state government.
The healthcare sector in Taraba State has made significant improvement due to the impact of Gavi through UNICEF. The state is now rated #1 in the country at the last HPV campaign through increasing equitable and sustainable use of vaccines among vulnerable children. In this hall are critical stakeholders in the health sector in Taraba State. Speaking at the event, Taraba State Deputy Governor and Chairman, Task Force on Primary Healthcare, Aminu Alkali, says government will do everything possible to sustain the gains the UNICEF and Gavi Health Support Project has brought to the state.
We have started well and we want to end well. So from now to the next coming 8 years, that is hope that everything about health in Taraba State is going to be okay. And people will appreciate our effort towards that direction.
The State Commissioner of Health and other speakers shared their views on how the program can be sustained.
We are in the last stage of PLC MOU investment. The state government needs to take full ownership of its implementation and its achievements. Government must reinforce its support, its effort to sustain and improve on these achievements.
We will look at what this MOU has brought on the table for our people, and also how do we sustain it since this MOU is only for 3 years.
A better approach towards solving this problem. How else can we do? Is it possible, for example, to say that, okay, the 300 staff that Gavi employed for us, is it possible that the various local governments can absorb them into their payroll? If we do that, then we don't have a problem. So for me, let us look at these issues. Let us not leave this issue to the governor alone.
So what we want is for the government to ensure that this project is sustained and the health workers that are currently on the payroll of Gavi UNICEF are absorbed into the state civil service.
The sustainability of the UNICEF Gavi program is now of concern to some stakeholders in the health sector in Taraba State, as government is yet to show commitment through payment of our counterpart funding in the last 3 years.